All right, guys, we're up against SCP here on the road in Brazil. I'll be honest with you, I don't know my Brazilian football at all. I don't know anything about this squad. I know that we are probably going to win. They're in 40th place. They've lost 5 in a row. And we have a very good-looking squad. We're rotating again. Just so you know, there has been some transfer activity going on behind the scenes. We're trying to buttress our team a bit. We're trying to get wingbacks on, and we did have a big sale as well. But we'll talk about that all probably in a couple of videos. I will finally have one of these end of the transfer period transfer specials where we just go over what happened. Edwards over to Pogba, Monteglio onto the other Edwards, Pogba over to Cristiano Ronaldo. And Ronaldo is stripped of that. So we do have Ronnie Edwards as a new signing in the back. And, of course, further on, we still have Duncan Edwards. Let's see if we can get this ball back. So Davici heads that one back, but not particularly far. And it's kind of a shame. I was going to say that we are not starting Pele here. It'd be nice to start him in our match in Brazil as Levi Yashin grabs onto that. However, Pele is tired after the last match. I mean, he's on the bench. I guess he does have a full heart, so we could put him out if needs be. But we do kind of want to spread the love around a little bit, and especially Jong Woo-young, we want to take a look and see if he can't do something since we're paying him a whole bunch of money. We want to try to give him a chance to at least develop. Ronaldo here now with the free kick, and that's out for a corner. And this is our first chance to see what the new corner routine is like and to see if we're having any success. Now, this is a far post corner. Mount takes this, looks forward, and can't quite find Rashford. It's head back to Mount. Our team's not very tall, I'll tell you that. Mount with a shot from range, and that ends up going to nobody. And so now let's see what happens later on. Ronaldo knocks this forward over to Rashford, and it's kind of bouncing around a little bit. Edwards is able to get to this at the end, on to Ronnie Edwards, to Davici, back to Ronnie. He knocks it back to Breitner, who's another new signing, another legendary player, on to Duncan Edwards, who takes a shot from range. That almost went in. So still 0-0 here. Now we have to actually play defense, but there is Jong Woo-young. The Korean female contingent in our audience is going wild, but unfortunately he gives up the ball quickly. And there's Davici in the back to Breitner, back to Davici, Breitner. Now let's move it forward, guys. Got a little bit of space. There's Mount up to Pogba. There's Jong Woo-young, and he tries to take a shot from there. Didn't need to do that. He had Mason Mount running forward, and he's still, I think, getting used to the way that we play. This is easily won by Pogba. Nobody even close to him, and we're ahead of them. We've got a real break here to Rashford. Rashford takes it up right side and finds Pogba again, and he's going to cross. It's Breitner, yep, and that's it. And that's his goal on his debut for us, and that makes it 1-0 for Manchester United. And we have some control. So Breitner, what position do I have him play? I'm wondering if I have him playing as the left wing back. I can't remember. I did all of this yesterday, and I don't remember anything. It doesn't really matter. He scores the goal. He's on this squad. He scored the goal, and he's a good player, and it's 1-0 for us, and we're very happy. Yeah, he's a left wing back, and we have Ronaldo at the right side. I believe it is Ronaldo. So anyway, we'll see what happens. That wasn't very good there by Davici, who lost possession right away. Zé Rafael takes a shot, and nothing happens, thankfully. And so we continue to play defense here, and let's see if we can't win this ball off of them. A lot of transfer debt here for Manchester United, by the way. We were about 700 million euros in debt. As much money as these... here we go. Here's Ronaldo. As much money as the competitions pay, they don't pay that much. Mount ends up with the shot, and that's straight into the keeper's arms. And so it's still only 1-0. We probably can win a maximum if we won everything of like somewhere around 300 million euros. So that would pay for like almost half of the debt. I think that we might get some better sponsorship deals as well. So there's a possibility that we can wipe a lot of that debt off, but I don't know if I'd count on it. There's a chance that I've probably bankrupted this club, which is always fun. That's what Football Manager is about. It's about getting good players and bankrupting the club. Levi Yashin grabs this in the end, and we have to be careful that we don't be too complacent here on defense. Yashin knocks this forward looking for Mount, can't find him. Edwards does find Mount, over to Pogba, now to Rashford, and he's going to score. Well, no, he won't. He'll hit the crossbar. It's harder to hit the crossbar than it is to score the goal. I don't know what in the world he's doing. That was a foolish thing. Edwards finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo, good deke move, and that's out for a corner. So, yeah, I don't know how that one missed Mr. Rashford. Mount here with the corner looking for Pogba, can't find him. Edwards heads that forward, and that was a very, very dangerous header, and a lot of things could have happened. That is the reason why on these corners, why we have these guys back, so we can get things like that. Rashford should score here. I don't know what he's doing. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous shot. I mean, he's got the keeper rounded, just blasted into the back of the net. Why are you trying to lob him when you already have him rounded? Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I'll continue complaining to myself here in the corner as we go to halftime. 1-0 for United in this match. We're doing okay, but I feel like we can really take charge of this match again, but I have to tell them that, no, we're doing it for the fans, and that always gets them happy. Jong Woo-young is happy about that, but I imagine that he has some very attractive fans, so that's the way it is. And man, he's fouled right away by Zé Rafael, and that is the end of our highlight. So let's get this ball back and let's score some more goals. 1-0 is not the margin of victory that we should have. We should be scoring quite a few goals in this match, if you ask me, because we're a much better squad, and they almost tied it there, and that's the problem. We need to get more goals, because what if one of these corners goes in? What are we going to do then, huh? So it was Lopez getting clear, and despite the fact that he's surrounded by red shirts, still gets the header off, and it's a dangerous thing. De Vici now onto Edwards. De Vici brings us forward, looking for Edwards. That was an awful pass by De Vici, and look at what it's led to. And Lev Yashin ends up making a brilliant save. That's why we call him world class. But come on, guys. We've got to do better than that. We can't be giving up those kinds of opportunities. This is headed back, but not quite far enough. Monteglio now knocks this back. That's a little bit more like it. That's a much better clearance. Ronaldo ends up winning this. Breitner and De Vici, and it's Yashin. And I think that was a bicycle kick attempt. So that's a little rarity in the game. Why are we still allowing them to have the ball in this part of the pitch? Jong Woo-young onto De Vici, now to Monteglio. Rashford finds Mount. Jong Woo-young's coming. Do you see him? Yep. Edwards saw him, and that was a good shot. That forced a good save. You could see him coming, and he was going forward for glory. Here is Mason Mount now with the corner. And boy, you see that in-swinging corner? That was a heck of an in-swinger, wasn't it? So anyway, that's knocked back out. He hit that one like he was shooting. And so it remains 1-0 for United, and we're going to have to worry about fitness levels here in a second. I think that Edwards is going to have to come off here, and it will be Casemiro who replaces him. Edwards finds Breitner. Looking for Rashford, and it was not a very good cross. And so we'll have to get this one back. And Lev Yashin is able to win in the end, and that's good for us. Now we're going to make that substitution I was talking about, and we'll go forward. Pogba having a good game. At least one of us is having a good game. Casemiro will come on. And is anybody else not looking so hot? Yeah, Monteglio looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, so we'll put Martinez on. Actually, screw that. You know what? We're going to put John Terry on, our new signing. Give the kid a chance, and we're going to put Pele on for a little bit too, just because we're in Brazil. We want to see Pele. So we'll have, probably in a minute or so, we'll have the substitutions go through. This is just poor defending. I'm glad that Lev Yashin knows how to play at goal. I'm very happy that we have him, because otherwise we would be in a lot of trouble. We would be in a world of hurt. Breitner almost wins that one. He kind of knocks his player over. I think that was more of a flop than anything else, and their shot is too high and too far away. All right, let's go get a goal. Pele is struggling to meet the pace of the match. We've seen a lot of that kind of statement here as we've played through the World Super League at this level. It's a real intense and fast pace, although right now it's not. But overall, it's quite intense, and it's not easy for these players to make it work that quickly. And they're just passing the ball around the back like there's nothing to it. And Lopez with the shot, and Yashin with another great save. Lev Yashin, it looks like he's the only one on our side who has his eyes open. Everyone else is sort of sleepwalking. Carlos here with the corner. Lev Yashin again jumps up and grabs it. And so we'll see what we can do. 15 minutes left. Let's not blow it, guys. Jeez. And Casemiro not having a great time on the pitch. Pele hasn't done anything at all. And this is another free kick for them, and Lev Yashin barely keeps that one out. Man. So it finally, we end up with the ball. Jong over to Casemiro to Pele. Pele, beautiful pass to Ronaldo, and his shot is a waste. Absolute waste. And that was a great pass by Pele, and it just wastes this perfect pass by the great player playing in Brazil. Pogba over to Rashford. Rashford on to Ronaldo. Let's do it again. Casemiro to Jong. Beautiful pass to Breitner, and that cross, unfortunately, just not quite good enough. Breitner needs to play with our boys a little bit more so he can get used to the way that things work. Ronaldo does a good job at getting that little looper. I'm not quite sure what that was. That was a little floating pass that's really ridiculous from them. Jong now tries to clear it, doesn't quite succeed. And Lopez with the shot, and that's knocked out for a corner. Fortunately, they're claiming he was offside. I'm not so sure about that call. And we're here at the very end of the match. We're looking pretty tired. This is Ronaldo with a free kick from very, very close in. Man, they've had so much momentum here in the second half. I thought this would be much easier. Rashford with the header, and that is off target. And that is the end of the match. So we end up winning this one barely. We only had one shot on target and went in 1.48 our XG against their 1.46, 50% of the possession. This was a much more even match than it should have been. And I came into this match thinking we're going to cruise over everybody, we're going to roll over them all. Now I'm thinking, oh man, all right, we'll see what we can do for the rest of this season. I hope that we don't lose one of these matches. We came close here to not just drawing, but to losing. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you then. Bye.